My name is Gautam Bhan, and I'm faculty here at the Indian Institute for Human Settlements, and I'll be teaching the Unpacking Urbanism Masterclass on Southern Urbanism in Delhi on March 16th. Southern urbanism is the phrase that's begun to be used to describe a series of new ways of thinking about urban theory, about cities, about everyday life and built environments, as well as all the other ways in which we think about what it means to conceptualize something called the urban, that has come not from a known tradition of urban theory that came from sort of the early great cities of Europe and North Atlantic, Chicago, Vienna, Paris, theories of modernity, of form, of urban design, of sociology, of social relations, of economic processes, many of which describe and speak about all cities. But many theorists argue, in a sense, present very particular histories, particular stories about particular places as much more universal theoretical claims. So the challenge of a lot of Southern theory, marking in many ways a historical lineage from post-colonial theory that challenged a kind of historiography of Europe, from third world development studies that challenged mainstream development practice in the 80s, is again a question of saying that place matters. This is not a charge to be parochial. This is not a charge to claim the exceptionalism of Mombasa or Mumbai or Sao Paulo, cities of what is increasingly described as the global south as opposed to the third world or the developing world. The question is, if one theorizes from the experience of a set of cities, the questions we get to ask is A, do we get a new set of concepts, a new set of ways of imagining canonical urban theory that is true of all cities, but emerges from the experiences of particular ones? And B, do we get to rethink a little bit about the relationships between the way theory is produced between particular places and larger conceptual trajectories? So what we're going to do in this class is really to enter into these debates and see the kind of challenges that theorists writing from southern cities have been posing against the canons of urban theory that have really been, have stood for a very long time. It's an exploratory class. It's a class that looks at a series of concepts together. And it's really one that begins to get you a feel of what the debates are about, and rather than take any kind of position on whether there is one canon or the other, because obviously always the canons are multiple, and our task is to let ideas circulate, but to circulate with a sensitivity to place and historical difference. So I hope to see you there.